guys, another glorious day in paradise. It is absolutely stinking hot today, and for that reason I'm not wearing my usual attire. I've chosen to risk my skin and bone to save myself from sweating so much. But what I'd like to talk to you guys today about while I'm out on my usual little run is the risers and handlebars that I've fitted to this bike. If we start with the risers, they are 8-inch Bung King straight risers, and they've got the holes in them, and they look absolutely fantastic on this bike. If you're going for a club style and you've got a Softail street bob, I highly recommend you get these. I mean, as far as I'm aware, they're pretty much the only ones that fit this bike at the moment. And yeah, I mean, there's not much really to say about them other than the fact that they do fit and they do look pretty cool. The handlebars, on the other hand, they are the drag Specialties SuperBars, and again, they look absolutely great. They're a 1-inch diameter bar, and they've got a 3.5-inch rise, which gives me, well, near enough 12 inches, which is what the stock 8 hangers were on the originals. And I got a 5.75 or 5 3/4 inch pullback, and I wasn't expecting them to be quite as pulled back as that, I must admit. But actually, because of it, my elbows are nicely tucked, and I can just sort of swing the bike wherever I want. You know, it makes you dip into the corner a lot more. And yeah, I'm super happy with them. If you are thinking about getting any kind of bars for this bike, you have to consider the fact that it is an electric throttle and not a cabled one, and so you're going to have to get bars that do accommodate that. I will say, if you're a bit taller than me, say 6 foot and above, 5'8", 5'9"-ish, I would recommend you get higher Bung King risers. I'd say 12-inch would probably be pretty good. I could have got away with 10-inch, so yeah, 12-inch would be good for you guys. And I probably wouldn't recommend these particular bars, because if you've got mid controls, you're going to be really hunched up. As I'm quite hunched up now, it took me quite a while to kind of get used to the fact that, you know, my arms are right in and I'm kind of more upright and that, you know. If you are a taller guy, I would probably go with a drag bar, just a nice straight drag bar and a nice higher rise, and that'll be about right for you guys. I will say this though, the speedometer, now it's sunny, I can't really, I mean, I can see what speed I'm doing 55 now, but it is much harder to read, and that's going to be whatever you do, because as soon as you move this down to here, obviously you can see the visibility is much clearer. So that is the only downside to having these risers. You can't read the time or the revs or whatever you've got up on your display. You know, I can see about half of the digits at the moment. It's sort of cut off halfway up. No idea what gear I'm in, can't see that, just too much glare. And the fuel, again, I can see it, but it's hard to read, so that's a little disappointing. But you know, I'm not going to complain about it, because I can still see what speed I'm actually doing. The rest of it, if you don't know what gear you're in, then you know you should be riding a bike basically. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff, isn't it? But yeah, you know, like I said, they've got the 5 3/4 pullback, and for me, it's really comfortable. When I first got on the bike, I hated it. I thought, hang on a minute, this is no good for me. I'm going to take a while to get used to it. But literally an hour on the bike, and you know, after doing a few high-speed sort of corners, I found myself really sort of tucking in and bending my sort of hips and getting the knee down almost, you know, which on the stock bars you're sort of, your arms are out more, you know, because they come in, your hands are angled out more, which brings your elbows right in. And actually, fair play, they are pretty damn good. I'd say they are kind of a performance kind of handlebars as opposed to a flat out cruising stretched out kind of thing, you know, which is really what I was hoping for, to be honest. I think if I could turn back time, I would probably have gone with a 10-inch rise, just because my hands are a little lower than I was hoping. They are below my shoulder. I would have liked them sort of more level with my shoulder, so about there. But you know, I could have got different bars that were straighter with less pullback maybe, and that would have done it. But you know, these are all just little niggles and piggles and whatever else. But there you go, guys. Price wise, these the bars retail at about 100 quid roughly, and the risers are about the same in pounds. They're 160 something dollars. You can only buy them from the US if you're from the UK or anywhere else. I don't think they're supplying to anybody at the moment. And yeah, you know, custom tax, I think I pay about 20 quid for the customs, which is nothing. So yeah, there you go. But I will say another thing. The linkage between the brake and the clutch, all those cables had to be extended. It did fit, but it was such a tight fit, according to the guys at Harley, that they said that it's safer to just get the extensions and then you're done, you know, which I'm happy with. I mean, you know, if I do in time decide to change the height of the risers or whatever, then I've got that extra cable. But it's just something to be aware of, because I do know that, you know, most people that go for club style end up getting these risers, and it's something that I was kind of a bit dubious about, to be honest. I didn't know. That's why I really wanted Harley to put these on, because I didn't want to be in a situation where, you know, I'm able to do it myself, but then I find that the clutch and the brake cables don't fit properly, and then, you know, I'm up the creek without a paddle, as they say. So yeah, that's just something for you guys to consider if you are going to go down this route. But other than that, guys, honestly, the performance wise, you know, there's no difference really in terms of how it feels. It's obviously a bit strange at first because my hands are in a different position, but honestly, steering and all that is exactly the same response. It's no difference in any kind of way, shape or form. Where am I going? But yeah, there you go, guys. I mean, it's a nice real quick review. If you've got any questions you'd like to ask me, then go ahead. And you know, as always, like and subscribe, and leave your comments below, and I'll see you next time. Street Bobber Vlogger.